What's going on? We back, Goodfella Sports TV. We in the building. Your boy CJ Goodfella. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon button. Won't miss another video. You dig? And Deontay Wilder want to make a lot of adjustments going into the Tyson Fury rematch. Okay, and one of the big adjustments he wants to make is he wants to weigh a target goal of 245 pounds for the Fury rematch. Obviously, there's some pros and some cons to that. We're going to talk about the pros and the cons. But definitely he needs to put on more weight to be able to probably have more stamina. And I'll tell you how putting more weight on can actually get him some more stamina if he does it the right way. And also, pros and cons, once again, how can he benefit from putting the weight on? We know Tyson Fury came in at like 256 or something like that. Wilder came in at 212 on the scales, dropped down to 209 the night of the fight. That was the lightest he weighed since his professional debut at 207 pounds. The highest Wilder's weighed is 229 pounds when he faced Damon McQuarrie in 2012, and also he weighed 229 for Eric Molina. Now, I remember Wilder saying he was trying to get up to 230 and 235 at a point in time, and he didn't obviously get there with his career high being 229. So he's going to have to put the weight on intelligently, smartly. I would get a nutritionist and a fitness coach and do what the hell they said. He might have to start running miles. He don't believe in running distances. He believe in running wind sprints and probably intervals and stuff of that nature. But he probably needs to run some miles as well too. But it's significant. It's very, very significant that he don't give up that much weight, okay? Especially when he don't have to. Because with that power, at 209 pounds that night, that still was devastating. And at the end of the day, if one of the cons about it is giving us speed, well, speed didn't matter this fight. When you telegraphing your punches like he was. When he was loading up his punches like he was. When he let his hands flow and let them work, let them flow like water and threw the left hook and the right hand combination and threw in combinations, that's the issue. Okay? Speed wasn't the issue because he loaded up. Okay? When you load up in punches and telegraph him, a guy like Fury, he gonna get out the way. Too much bend, too much IQ, too much defense. Point blank, period. So speed isn't the option, isn't a problem for Wilder. It's not gonna be a problem if he add the weight. What's the problem is him not punching in combinations, or him not letting his hands flow and stop loading up his punches. One of the things about adding the weight is, like he said in the article I link in the description from Boxing Scene, is that him adding that type of weight, adding about roughly 33 more pounds, I believe, with that power, somebody can get hurt. He said he don't want to see nobody ever like Adonis Stevenson. And he's keeping Adonis Stevenson in his prayers every day. And he tells people that he risks his life, fighters risk their life, and that's what can happen. Okay? And that's kind of funny because he did say he was trying to catch a body. But I think that was for promotion and marketing reasons only. But him adding that weight, if he adds intelligence, where do you add the weight at? For him, I'm going to tell you where you add the weight at. You add the weight to the legs. That's what you add it to. You add the weight to your legs. You add it, to your hips, to your glutes, to your quads, to your calves. All that work should be going to the legs. That's where you generate power from the floor up. Now, don't let skinny legs fool you. Some of the biggest punchers had skinny legs, like Peter Quillen, Julian Jackson. A lot of big punchers, Jerry McClendon didn't have that big of legs. A lot of big punchers have skinny legs. But Wilder needs to put, the muscle and the weight in his legs. Real talk. That's where he need to go. About 20 pounds, probably more 25 pounds need to go to the legs. 20 pounds. That's going to help you increase stamina. When you put muscle and you condition your legs, that's the first thing that starts to go when you run. When you start running, you feel your legs starting to get weak first. You want to put that muscle in your legs. You want to, squat, leg press. You want to, climb mountains, run on interval, or run on incline. You want to put that work in your legs. That's where you want the power. That's where you want that weight to go. The majority of it, because you generate power from the floor. When you punch, it's all about the power coming from your legs, the most powerful muscles one of the most powerful muscles in your body, coming from your legs, all the way through your core, all the way through your obliques, and you just twerking into the punch. The punches don't come from the power. Don't come from the arms. The power comes from the floor up. That's how you generate power. And also from that standpoint as well, to add on that, your conditioning start with your legs as well too. Before your chest getting hard and you start getting hard to breathe in your chest, your legs is already going through the pain. You'll feel your legs start to go in majority of situations, depending on the human being. When you're running miles, or when you're working out, or when you're in training camp in football, when you're in a football game, your legs is what keep you in the game. The legs are behind every great workhorse running back. The legs. Barry Sanders, look at his legs. Warwick Dunn, look at his legs. Jerome Bettis, Eric Dickerson, Jim Brown. The legs is key. The legs is key. They can change conditioning. It can change power. It can make him more. He can make his legs more. It give him more stability in his movement. It's very, very key. Now, the con of that is people say, well, putting all that muscle on, would it slow him down? Would it hurt his stamina? His stamina was bullshit because Fury was just too heavy. Okay, with the holding, that took a lot out of him. Him impacting, hitting them shoulders, took a lot out of him. Just grappling, especially in the 12th round when he was doing a lot of holding, and throughout the fight. Now he'll be able to shove and push Tyson Fury off of him. He already stronger than Tyson Fury. The weight deficit wore him down, not the strength. The weight deficit, and it'll be a problem. It'll be a huge problem for Tyson Fury if he was able to get his weight up like that. Now, can he get his weight up like that and sustain it? That's a whole different issue. That's an entirely different issue. He's going to be shoving protein shakes down his throat like Manny Pacquiao, and eating a lot more. Because if he can retain the weight, it wouldn't be an issue. Body types is for a reason. If he can retain the weight, he's been done it. So he needs to bring a third party outside, a nutritionist, a physical fitness coach. And I'm telling you, a physical fitness coach is going to put that muscle on them legs. And once that muscle get on them legs, the majority of it go to his lower body, and some to his core, some to his chest, some to his arms, some to his shoulders and back, and lower back. He gonna be punching harder than ever. And don't let him, if he loads up on his punches this time, it still may be the same result. Or if he don't go to the body. But if they get him to punch without loading up and just let his hands flow and get him to punch a combination without loading up, he gonna destroy Tyson Fury this time. Another con about putting the weight on is obviously, like I say, it can slow you down. And obviously, if you don't condition yourself right, it can make you tired quicker. It can. If you don't condition yourself right. If you just put the weight on and just put it on and just eat like BS and move up and just eat, that can produce a sluggish performance. You could be looking at him getting tired versus the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th round, to like the 3rd or 4th round. If you just put that weight on and don't condition yourself the right way, don't work out the right way, don't eat the right way, don't eat the right power foods, don't eat the right carbs, it can be a problem. He can come out there and give you a sluggish performance. It's like putting watered down gas in your car tank, your gas tank. It's not going to perform the same. It's going to be sluggish. It might not perform at all. So he got to make sure he get the right nutritionist and get the right physical fitness coach. That's what he needs to do, in my opinion. But I'll link the article in boxing in the description. Don't forget, we on Facebook, we on Twitter. Also, we got the email in the description. You can hit me up on any of those different social media accounts. Also, you want to make a donation to the channel, that link's there as well. Instrumental link is in the description. Also, you can reach out, you can check us out on our Facebook group, man. All that information in the description. One time for the one time. Goodfellas Sports TV. And we gone.